We talk a lot about mystery fiber and what it means when a carrier attaches to a pole without labeling their drop. And that's what we're looking at in this case. We've got a mystery fiber attached to the pole behind me. The drop that the fiber carrier attached has no label on it, so it blends in with all the other drops on the pole and makes it impossible to identify because it looks just exactly like all the other telephone drops. 30 years ago, we pretty much had the ILEC, which was the telephone company attaching to the pole, and then the cable company. When those were the only guys there, poles like this were easy to keep track of because the service drops they put on the pole were very common for those carriers. But now you've got fiber carriers here who are attaching to the poles with the exact same hardware that the ILECs used many years ago. This pole behind me has that the drop on the bottom, the very small drop, is a new fiber carrier. In this case, it's Metronet. And Metronet came to town here. I'm in a little small town outside of Chicago. Metronet came to town. They put service drops all through this town, and they put them on hardware exactly like the telephone company uses for their old copper drops. Well, Metronet has caused a significant amount of confusion here because when the pole owner needs to find out who to contact because maintenance is required on the pole, perhaps a change out or a transfer is needed, there's no way for them to know that Metronet is even on the pole, because for a typical person to look at this pole, they're going to look up there, they're going to see Comcast, and they're going to see AT&T, but they're not going to recognize that this one drop on the bottom is actually a Metronet drop. This is why we scream so much to the industry. When you are a new fiber carrier and you're attaching service drops to a pole, please put a label on your service drop, because the pole owner and others on the pole need to know that this is your wire. For folks like VentureSum, when we come to the field to do a pole attachment inventory, we're going to have to identify that wire. We're going to recognize it's not AT&T, and we're going to have to spend extra time to trace that wire back, sometimes as many as 5, 10, 15, or 20 poles till we get back to the main line, where sometimes we'll find a sleeve on the fiber. This obviously costs a significant amount more money for the data collection, and that cost is going to be pushed back to the carrier. So to save everyone time and effort and money, please sleeve your fiber drops. One of VentureSum's primary services is going to a pole like this and helping a carrier identify these unmarked wires. If there's any way VentureSum can help you, give us a call. We'll be glad to come out for a free assessment to help you in your situation.